So one of the things that we hear a ton is, well, Shauna, I've got this thing that I do on the side. It's kind of a hobby, but maybe it's a business and I'm not quite sure. Listen, there's an easy way to determine, well, at least what the IRS uses to determine whether your business is really a hobby or whether it's actually a business. The IRS has a 9-factor test. So how you as a taxpayer carry out the activities. So are you conducting all activities in a business-like manner? Are you establishing separate books, business bank accounts? Are you keeping records and books? Are you acting like other similar profitable operational entities? Number 2, what is your level of expertise? So you should have an extensive knowledge of the profession, showing that you've studied accepted business methods and sought advice from other experts. Your time and effort in carrying out the activity. So are you doing this 3 days a week, or are you doing this only once a month, right? What is your time and effort in making sure that the business, carrying out the activity, I won't say about the profit here. An expectation that assets used in activity may appreciate in value. So are you creating intellectual property that will increase in value, okay? Land, are you expecting that there's going to be an appreciation in value in the land? The taxpayer's success in other activities. So even though your current activity may be unprofitable, it may be that you've done other activities that were profitable and you're working on making this one profitable, right? The IRS does like profits here. So have you been able to convert other activities from unprofitable to profitable in the past, okay? Your history of income or losses from this particular activity. Now, we do hear this fairly frequently. You can have 2 years of losses. The third year, you really need to show a profit. That's what they're looking at here. So if you're incurring loss after loss after loss after loss for years, multiple years, you might have a problem. But if you've got losses and then gains, that's pretty normal in business. So really, you want to be looking at what are you doing to sustain and create this business in a for-profit manner rather than just having pure losses. Number 7, we're talking about the relative amounts of profit and losses. So I'm going to I'm going to read this specifically. So the amounts of profits in relation to the amounts of losses incurred and in relation to the amounts of the taxpayer's investment and the value of the assets used in the activity, okay? These will all may provide useful criteria in determining the taxpayer's intent, okay? So if you've had there's a presumption of profit motive, all right, that basically says we're presumed that you're trying to make a profit if you've had gross income for 3 or more of the last 5 years, and that has exceeded the deductions attributable to the activity. So basically, you've had profit in the last 3 out of 5, losses for 2, profit for 3, okay? So number 8, the taxpayer's financial status. So although you can have other substantial sources of income, that does not preclude you from having a separate business. You really do want to be looking at, again, where are you spending your time, where are you making the most money, and are you actively trying to make this business create income, right? Are you trying to make a profit? Number 9, the final one, is whether the activity provides recreation or involves personal motives. Now, this one is really hard, okay? Because for many of us, we get into business for something that we love to do. So yeah, it might have personal motives because I love doing tax strategy. It's interesting, it's fascinating, and I really enjoy it. However, what they're looking at is if you own, let's say you love cooking, and so you open a restaurant. Well, are you also cleaning the grills, mopping the floors, scrubbing the public bathrooms? Nobody loves that, right? That's not normally why you get into business, but you're going to do it because you're getting into business, and that's a part of what has to be done. So there are things like that, these 9 factors that the IRS will look at to determine whether a business is actually a business or whether it's a hobby. So I'll post a link to a great article from the Journal of Accountancy going over these details. And if you want to find out any more information, or if you want to go over whether your hobby could be classified as a business, because as a hobby, you can't take any deductions above your income. But as a business, you are allowed to have a negative net loss that will offset other income like W-2s or K-1s or interest or dividends, okay? So if you're interested to determine whether your hobby could be classified as a business and used as a tax write-off, reach out to us, taxgoddess.com. We'd love to go over those details with you and see if we can help you get more taxes and keep that money in your pocket rather than handing it over to the government. All right, thanks so much. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye.